Hi everybody, it's Heather with Diamonds and Dragonflies, and I am beyond excited to be here today to share this edition of Let's Talk About It with my post review of Jungle Dragon. For those of you who have been following my channel and subscribed to me for quite a while, you will know that Jungle Dragon is a huge project that I took on back in July. And I am so excited that I have finally completed it. It was bittersweet, guys. It was completely bittersweet. I have never enjoyed working on a kit as much as I have working on Jungle Dragon Lord. This kit was phenomenal in so many ways. And I have a lot to go through with you guys about the kit. So let's just dive right in. I am going to first, so that you can get an overall view of it, I'm going to pause here and I'm going to take a slow pan over of the entire kit and then show a picture of it completed, as it is too big for me to fit in full frame. And then we will dive right in. I will be right back. All right, guys, so what did you think? Oh my God, it is just so breathtaking. So breathtaking. So let's just dive right into my logbook and let's talk about some stats. So we have here Jungle Dragon Lord by the Wumples. This is my 43rd finish of 2024. I have completed 43 kits, 30 by 30 or larger, full canvases since January 1st. Yeah, 43, guys. This is my second finish of September. I started this on July 1st. I finished it on September 11th. I did not work on this kit exclusively full time. Let's see, how many other kits have I started since July 1st and finished? Well, Just Breathe, I finished in July. Midnight Manakiko, I finished in July. Capricorn, I started and finished in July. Same with Happy Whale. Same with Spring Showers. Same with my 4th of July Paint Gem set. Sunflower, I started the end of July and finished in August. Halloween Gnome, same thing, end of July, finished in August. Coffee Time started and finished in August. My Paint Gem Summer Edition started and finished in August. I have not finished that one yet. And then Autumn Fox, I started and finished in September. So that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 other kits that I worked on while working on Jungle Dragon. Plus, guys, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whips that I'm still working on, that I was working on while I was working on this. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. This is a square drill kit. It is available in round. You can get it in a round kit. It is 50 by 75 centimeters. It does say on the canvas that it's 55 by 80, but this was before Art and Soul made the change that the dimensions on the sticker sheets and on the canvas are the full canvas, not the drill field. They have since corrected that, and now the dimensions that are listed on your sticker sheet and or on your canvas are the official sizes. So any kit produced after, I think it's the 1st of July, was corrected. It might even be sooner than that. This was a special project I did. It had 59 colors, 4 ABs and 3 Soul Dust is what it came with. I did not add any additional enhancements, as I don't when I am doing a special project for a company. And when I say that, Art and Soul did not ask me to do this in any special way. They did ship this canvas to me by my personal choice. When Art and Soul first approached me about doing unboxings back in early spring, they sent me 4 different artists and gave me the choice of 3 paintings per artist to choose. So I got to choose 4 kits that they sent me for free, but I got to choose which one of the 3 for each artist I wanted. And this was the kit that I wanted from the Wumples. I fell in love with it. It was actually already on my wish list when I was approached by Art and Soul to do an unboxing. So it was already on my radar. I am very sad to say, however, this kit and all of the artwork by the Wumples is going to be leaving by the end of 2024. Art and Soul made the decision back in early 2024 that they were not going to keep or license any AI art anymore, regardless of how much hands-on the artists are. The Wumples do use AI to create their artwork. However, they are an artist that does go back in and does a lot of human manipulation, coloring, changing, etc. Over half of the work is done by a person, but they do use the assistance of AI, and Art and Soul stated no more AI. A few of the contracts that they had to abide by and were not able to remove. The Wumples has been a very difficult artist to let go. Their artwork is so amazing, so beautiful, and so beloved by even the owners of Art and Soul. There are a lot of feelings about AI out there. Please do not let that deter you from purchasing this kit and being able to experience the love and joy that I felt working on this kit. I could have finished this kit weeks ago. Hell, I could have finished it before the end of July. I drug it out on purpose. 1, because I was doing a video series on it, but 2, because I didn't want it to end. For the past 2 weeks, I had 3 sections left, just 3 sections, and I kept procrastinating. Not because I didn't want to work on it, but because I didn't want it to be over. I'm going to explain to you what I did different with this kit than any kit I have ever done. So I wanted to make this kit interactive between myself, my Patreon, and my subscribers. So what I did was I removed the plastic cover and I covered the entire canvas in release papers. I'm getting into my project bag here. I will show my project bag off to you guys in a little bit, but I want to explain what I did here. So I used 2 different release pack sets from Bee's Crafty Corner. This is the Year of the Dragon release paper set. These are both 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And then this is the Dragon Scales theme pack. What I did was I alternated. I had dragon scale, dragon, dragon scale, dragon, and I covered the entire canvas. I had 32 sections, 4 rows of 8 sections each. I then randomly assigned each one a number. Then I started asking in my Patreon to start with, pick a number between 1 and 32, and they did. As they gave a number, I wrote down in what order in which they responded. So I did those sections bit by bit. So for example, Sandra was the first one. So this was her square. That was the first square I did, number 16. Then the next person was Laureen. Laureen picked number 7. So I did hers next. But then the next one was my daughter, Emily, and Emily picked 14. So then I jumped up here. And that is how I did it. How this was made amazing is because I couldn't see the canvas. I never knew what section I was going to uncover next. It was random. I jumped all over the canvas. Sometimes I was in the middle, sometimes I was at the top, sometimes at the bottom, sometimes at the side. It was a crapshoot. But I couldn't see anything because I had it covered completely in release papers. I would take a picture of the section with the release paper on it, and then I would remove it and take a section of the blank canvas so that the person whose section I was working on could see it. And I did this for everyone that I could. There were some subscribers that gave and picked a number because I only had so many Patreons at the time. I didn't have enough to cover the whole, to have everyone pick and cover the whole thing. That there were some of them that I was not able to do that with because I didn't have any means of communicating with them. And I can't upload a picture directly to them through YouTube. Sorry guys, I needed a little sip. It made this kit so fun, so excited. Every time I sat down and worked on it, I was filled with excitement because I didn't know what I was going to be working on next. It was awesome. But that is how I chose to work on this project. Let's talk more about some of the accessories I made. So there is an entire video on selecting my accessories, but I'm going to share it with you now. So my trash drill, I used this adorable blue sapphire trash minder with a paw print. I didn't have a dragon claw. This is my trash. Now, this is a little misleading. I do think there are 2 other kits that I had put some trash in from there. A lot of this was when I just spilled drills. So there's a lot of drills in here that are not part of the trash. So do not use this. And it looks like there's some putty in here too. So everything it barely covers. There's barely a covering on the bottom. And like I said, this is not 100% Jungle Dragon. This kit had very minimal trash in it. Now, I was very, very clumsy. Not once, not twice, but 3 times, I literally dropped the same color and spilled the same color all over the place. Yeah. So that was not my finest moments. And because of that, I actually ran out of a color, not because Art and Soul didn't give me enough, but because I spilled the same color 3 times. But we'll talk about that when we start looking at the drills that I have left. I contacted Lady Lathe Customs by Design, and they created for me, Nikki Correll made a, whoop, there's a trash drill in there. I will add that to my little pot here. She made me this beautiful splotchy colored tray to go with my dragon because he is rainbow colored and I loved it. If you look at the image, it matches very, very well. So she created this amazing tray for me that I used throughout the entire process. And then I went to Stacy Travis of Lady Lathe, and she made me a corresponding pen. She reached out to, I don't remember who poured the mold, so I do apologize for that. So I am not sure whether it was Troy, Bill, or Jeremy. I want to say it was Bill Durr, but I'm not 100% sure. So I do apologize if any of the pen turners are watching or pen blank pours. I do apologize if I got it wrong. But this was the pen. They gave me 5 blanks to choose from, and I picked this blank, and then she turned this for me, and it matched perfectly. I also used, I had participated in the Year of the Dragon event back in March that was held by Black Dahlia Diamond Art, and I won a Dream Wax bundle, and she had made dragon eyes. So she had made these wax dragon eyes, and I kept saying, I can't use it because it's so beautiful. I don't want to ruin it. Well, I did use it, but I flipped it over and I scraped from the back. That's all the wax I had to use, guys, because it lasted forever in my pen. Not a lot of use, not a lot of scraping in there. Rarely, I mean, I could literally diamond paint for days. I actually came back where like I hadn't worked on it for like 2 weeks, and I came back and I still didn't need to add wax. My wax was great. The putty I chose to use was Dragon's Blood. It was the August 2024 Scent of the Month from Black Dahlia. Prior to that, I don't remember what I was using. But I did switch over, and for the last month and a half, I used the Dragon's Blood. I used Black Dahlia putty for the start, but I don't remember what scent. I would have to go back and look at my previous video for the accessories to decide, to find out and figure out which one I used. But as soon as Dragon's Blood came out, I swapped over to it. And that was what I chose to use. That was the accessories that I used for this kit. This is my project bag. It didn't quite match, but it was the closest thing that I had to splotched colors. So it was the bag that I chose to go with and use. And I loved it. Loved it. It held all of my items, so I can put these all back in there, and it's all perfect. So that is what I love about project bags, is that it keeps all of my accessories perfectly aligned. So I will be attaching this and paper clipping it to, let me just do that right now so I don't forget, because then I can show you another product. Isn't this adorable? It's just a little resin jar that I got from Lady Lathe, from Nikki Correll. And I keep paper clips in it. It's my little potion bottle. And I keep paper clips in it. I have another one that I keep dryer sheets in it. So I'm going to go ahead and just attach that there because I don't want to lose that. I want to have that be a part of my record. So let me get these out of the way. I'm going to put it all back in to my bag here. I do believe that the project bag is still available in this color. And I do believe, I don't think you can get it this big. This was custom made. You get it the smaller size, but you can contact her and ask her if she can make it in the bigger size. And both of the release papers are still available at Bee's Crafty Corner. I will link all of those items below in the description box. Now let's talk about Jungle Dragon. The drills were amazing. The drills were amazing. I will say, if you are not a lover of confetti and you are a color blocking person, you might as well just turn this off now and leave. If you want a kit with a lot of color blocking, you're not going to get it here. Was there color blocking in this kit? Yes. Yes, there was. Small sections, small chunks here and there. Like, for example, you can see here, this is all a blue fairy dust, but there's a little hair. There's a little bit of color blocking in there. There's a little bit of it up here. The borders, there wasn't a whole lot of background border, but yes, there is some color blocking in there. There's some color blocking here in this orange of his scales. So yes, there is color blocking here and there throughout it, small areas. There is no large sections of color blocking. There also, on the flip side, is no massive, like 50 colors in an inch by inch section. No, you do not have that kind of confetti. It's not J-Wall type confetti. It is a modest amount of confetti, but it is primarily confetti. A lot of, well, the entire outer edge border, I had a nice mixture of confetti versus color blocking, small sections of color blocking. So it kept it moving, but it wasn't enough that it bored me or made me want to pull my hair out. That was not the case. The colors and the drills are amazing. The sparkle, I mean, guys, just look at this sparkle that you're getting here. This is all ABs in here. Here's some soul dust. Now, if you aren't familiar, soul dust is the mica powdered coating that's on, which gives it a shimmer, whereas ABs have an iridescent coating that gives it the Northern Lights or Aurora Borealis effect on the drills. Absolutely amazing. Here's some more soul dust. It jumps off at you. Here's some more soul dust up in here. Here's some ABs. It is so easy to pick them out because they are so sparkly and so shiny. Guys, there was no gapping in this kit. I'm going to stop here and I'm going to take a picture of this kit with my full light pad on. I have an A1, so it fits on my entire light pad, with it at its highest setting in as dark as I can make it in this room right now, so that you can see that you do not see any light shining through. I'll be right back. Are you impressed? I know I was. I was super, super impressed. No gapping, guys. None. Zero. Zilch. None, none, none. I got that click and that pop all the time while working on this kit. It was fantastic. Please, 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 please run. Do not walk and go buy this kit. I am actually very sad because there's another great kit by the Wumples called Flowery Night that is going to be leaving as well before the end of the year. And I'm not going to get to it before the end of the year to be able to share it and show it to you guys. It is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. The Wumples knock it out of the park. Now, yes, they are currently with Art and Soul and have, I think, 6 or 8 images that are available through them still. They also are licensing a lot of their artwork with JeniRose Designs. So if you are a Wumples lover and want to know where they went, a lot of their images are over at JeniRose Designs. Obviously, this one isn't because it's licensed with Art and Soul. I don't even know what else to say about this. I will tell you, I got schooled myself. How? I'll show you. And then we're going to look at the drills because I almost forgot about that. So if you notice here, right here, and you are about, the camera is about, I want to say 10 inches from the top of my kit. You see here that there is a line of white drills in the blue. This bugged the living crap out of me. People would say, and this is one of the things that people complain about when they talk about computer rendering, because yes, this is computer rendered. It is not hand rendered. Oh, computer rendering is awful because, you know, there'll be just a random color somewhere and it makes no rhyme or reason, etc., etc. I thought this was a prime example of that. I bought into that. Okay, well, this should have been changed and this should have just been all blue. And I had planned on changing it. Once I had finished it, I was going to take a picture of how it looked done, and then I was going to change it. I'm not changing it. You want to know why? Because when I go and zoom out, you can't tell that there's white drills there, and it adds a shaded effect to the dragon's face. It is necessary for it to be there. It adds scars. It adds dimension to his face. That is what computer rendering does. The other thing that you have got to keep in mind when you are doing diamond painting, no one is going to be looking at it 10 inches away once you frame it and hang it on the wall. Artwork is not meant to be looked at a foot away or less. Art is meant to be looked at from 5 to 6 feet away. When you go to an art gallery and you go to look at artwork, they have a rope or marks on the floor or something telling you where to stand to look at that artwork. And it's not on top of it. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, duh, because they don't want you touching it. They don't want you spilling anything on it. Yes, that is all true. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that that's not part of the reason. But the main reason is because artwork is meant to be looked at from that far away. If you go and were to lay down here a Monet or a Van Gogh and looking at it from 8 to 10 inches away, it's going to look like a pixelated mess. You're not going to be able to discern detail. It's not going to make sense. You have to step away from it. The same thing goes with diamond painting. You have to step away and look at it from 5 or 6 feet away, from a viewing distance. And then it all makes sense. And it doesn't look out of place. And it doesn't look stupid. It all makes sense when you view it at that distance. So just keep that in mind when you are working on an image. The other thing that I want to say in regards to rendering, I am currently doing another project for Art and Soul. They did not ask me once again to do this. I chose to do it. But their newly released Enjoy the Little Things, the Winnie the Pooh painting from Reagan Kubitschek, they sent it to me in both computer and hand-rendered versions. I am working both simultaneously at the same time in the same manner that I'm doing Jungle Dragon. I have removed the plastic cover I've covered both of them with identical release papers, and I divided up, made a chart again, divided it up. There are 29 sections in that one because I had to use a different size release paper to complete it and finish it off. That's why there's 29. But there's 29 sections in that one, and I'm working it randomly to be able to show you guys the difference between hand rendered and computer rendered and how it makes the artwork look different. I had a discussion with one of the artists from Art and Soul. I'm not going to tell you which one, but I spoke with one of the artists from Art and Soul, and she asked me, well, first she told me she was so happy that I was doing this project because she doesn't understand why people are adamant, some artists are adamant about having their artwork hand rendered, because hand rendering changes the artwork. Unless you paint or draw in a specific style that is meant to be crisp and defined and to look like a coloring page, that's not how artwork as a whole usually is. It's blending and shading and flowing from one section in color into another one. They flow and blend into each other. They're not stark and separate. When you hand render an image, you're making it stark and separate. You're getting rid of that shading and blending from one section to the other. That's where confetti comes in. They're eliminating that. They're making it clump, 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 separating, and it doesn't look the same as your original artwork. You are literally allowing the diamond painting company to change your artwork. Why? Because people complain about confetti. I don't understand why people like doing huge, large sections of the same color over and over and over and over and over again. To me, that is boring and monotonous. I love confetti where I get to do a variety of colors and I am constantly, my brain is engaged and I am go, go, go. To each his own. The beauty of diamond painting is that everybody can find something or some way that they like to do stuff for themselves. You don't have to do it like everybody else does it. You diamond paint how you want to diamond paint. But just keep that in mind, that if you want a diamond painting that is true to the artwork, you should really consider computer rendering. Now, in a perfect, ideal world, it would be a combination of both. You would computer render the image and then just have someone come back and just make sure that everything looks okay. But I will tell you though, had that been done, this line, they would have pulled it out. I guarantee you, they would have removed this and this line of white wouldn't have been there. And then this, what it brings to this picture from behind would be gone. The shading and dimension that these 5 diamonds give it in this area would have been erased. It wouldn't have been there. Now, is that going to ruin the painting? No, it's not going to ruin the painting, but you're taking an aspect of it away. So, I hope that you will follow along with my rendering project of Enjoy the Little Things, and you will get a better understanding and an idea of what the differences are, computer rendering versus hand rendering, and see how it can change how an image looks. Okay? Now, let's talk about the drills for Jungle Dragon. I'm going to get them out. I will be right back. All right, I'm back with the drills. So, because I knew that this was going to be a lot of confetti, I wanted to kit up into trays. It is my preferred way to diamond paint to begin with, but, you know, I only have so much space. I only have so many trays. So I can't do it for every kit I do, since I usually have anywhere from 3 to 5 going on at a time. So it's not practical. But when I am doing a kit that is high in confetti, I always make sure that I'm kitted up into trays. So I used all Bella trays for this one. So I used all trays from Bella Art de Nicole. They are the most trays I have, and they are my go-to trays. I love them because they come in 4 different sizes. You have your max tray, which is the biggest. I use these for colors that I have a lot of bags of. If I have more than 2 bags, they go in max trays. So I had 2 colors that were that way, 310 and 939. These were the 2 colors that made up what background there was. So as you can see, I still have quite a bit. This is 310. There's a lot of 310 still left in here. And then this is my 939, and there is a lot of that left over in here. Now, I'm looking to see, give me 1 second. I want to see if I still have my inventory sheet for Jungle Dragon. I do. Yay. Okay. Because this is one of the things that I love about Art and Soul. So they send you an inventory sheet, comes with every kit. It tells you original quantity. That means that is how many drills of that color are on the canvas. That is how many times that symbol, so the number 1 symbol, color 150, is on this kit 797 times. Actual quantity is how many drills approximately Art and Soul sent you. So you need 797, but they sent you 203 extra for a total of 1,000. Tells you the weight of the bag and how many bags. Okay? So that's what they sent you. So, for example, 939. I showed you how many I have left here. Let's go down here and find 939. 9,566 times that kit, or that symbol, is on this kit. They sent you 10,600 drills. So, let's see, 34, so they sent you 1,034 extra drills. 62.9 grams. It was a total of 3 bags. Look at how many drills I have left. That's a lot of drills. That's a lot of drills. And you can see, I mean, right here, let me see, do I have a pair of tweezers handy? Of course not, because I never have tweezers handy when I need them. Oh, well, there's a piece of trash right here. There, I got it. So, oh, you're not trash. You get back in there. So there was a sliver of resin that didn't belong in here. Art and Soul does use, they have resin drills for both round and square. So these are resin drills. But I have quite a lot left over, for example. Now, let's see if we can find what the small, so 71 of that one, is that the smallest? Nope, 29. All right, so 29 of 3756. That was, oh, I know where that one was. That one's in, not this one, it's in this one. These are my Wonder trays. So 29, and they gave me 200. Yeah, there's a lot of drills left, guys. A lot. So they give you a ton. All right. The only color I ran out of was 3031 because I spilled it 3 times. Yeah. 956 times it is on the canvas. They gave it to me 1,200 times. So I got 244 extra drills. That's how many I spilled. I needed 27 more drills. I was short 27 because I spilled them not once, not twice, but 3 times. 3 times. 3 times. I spilt them. So that is not on Art and Soul. That is on Heather. So for this, I used 2 max trays. I used 18 large trays. This is the next size tray. I used an entire tower, which holds 16, and then I had 2 additionals. Then I used 30 small trays. 1 whole tower of 24, and then 9 more in a second one. So actually that's 33, I'm sorry. 33 small trays, I can't do math. And then I used 2 Wonder trays. My Wonder trays come with 6 of these small dividers, but you can also purchase these longer dividers. And that's how I decided to do this. I didn't have enough small trays. Normally I would have put these in the small, and see, I'm throwing drills around right now. Normally I would have had all of these in the small, but because of the fact that I had other kits that were kitted up into trays, I didn't have enough small trays at the time to kit them all up. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm trying to grab these orange drills that I carelessly tossed into here. There we go. All right. So 2 Wonder trays. They have magnets in them, guys, so that's why they stick together. See? Look. Ooh, 2 of them together. Can you see? Yep, 2 of them together. So I kitted up into trays, had a ton of leftover drills. So now I'm going to kit them down. I do save my drills, and I save them by company. So they will have their own Ziplocs in my shoebox storage that I use for kitting down, and they will say A and S on them for Art and Soul, because I do kit down via company. You might say, that seems like that's overkill. Why do you do that? 1, I do a lot of kits. 2, I have a Patreon so that if somebody needs them, I can send them to you. And why I do it by company is that not every company uses the same faceted drills. And you can tell when you have put 2 different companies' drills on a canvas if they use different facets. And for example, Diamond Art Club, they are using 20 faceted drills, which only they can make. It is custom to their in-house design. So I don't want to put 20 faceted drills on with, say, 13 faceted drills. There will be a noticeable difference. So I don't want to do that. So that's why I save them by company. So I will have a nice, because I get 59 colors here. Well, 58 because ran out. I could have contacted Art and Soul. I could have sent them an email and said, hey, I was stupid and I spilled these drills, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Could you send me some more? Obviously, like I said, I only needed 27 more drills, and I was not going to wait to finish 27 drills. I was fortunate enough that I was able to pull them out of another Art and Soul kit that had that number, because I did not have any in my spare drills. And I'm not worried. You might be like, oh my God, well, you pulled them out of there. You're not going to have enough for the other one. Yeah, I will, because they send a ton more. So as long as I'm not a complete and total klutz and don't spill my drills 3 times, I'm in the clear and I'm good. So there you guys have it. I literally have nothing negative that I could say about this kit. What would have been 2 complaints have already been corrected. One was the plastic cover that was on it was pretty thin. Art and Soul is already upgraded and are using a thicker plastic cover now. So no need to mention that. It's been fixed. And it was annoying that the measurements on the kit and on the inventory sheets and on the sticker sheets, everything except the website had the correct size, but everything else had the full canvas size, not the drill field. But once again, like I said, they've corrected that. So that's not the case going forward anymore. And it was a minimal complaint at that. So guys, I've shown you the clear rendering, how there was no gapping. I've shown you how amazing the sparkle is with this kit, how great the drills are. So what are you waiting for? The Wumples, unfortunately, is going to be gone before the end of the year. So run, don't walk, because if you walk, you're probably going to miss your opportunity. So run, 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 and go grab yourself this kit. Please leave me a comment below and let me know whether or not you have it, whether you're going to buy it, whether you think it's amazing, or if you don't like it and you hate it, you can tell me that too. Just please do it nicely. Don't be nasty about it. And if you have never seen any of my videos prior to today and you really enjoyed this one, please hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you. So guys, go hit the like, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, leave me a dragon emoji down below so I know you made it all the way to the end. Hit the subscribe button. It's one of the few things in life that are still free. If you would like to support my channel and are totally all about diamonds and dragonflies, there's a link below to my Patreon. Feel free to join and come on by. We would love to have you on our Zooms and our Facebook chat. And until the next time, guys, remember that without the darkness, we'd never get to see the stars. Here's one more look at the beautiful jungle dragon. And then, bye, guys. See you next time. Ciao.